Those who struggle and get really inconsistent, generally speaking, are making a lot of mistakes in the early backswing position and often too many moving parts. So sometimes I'll meet somebody who is turning too much. I'll meet somebody who is trying to do too much with the wrist, do somebody with they get too disconnected. And we don't want that. What we want to do is we want to go back to a bit more of an old school position today, right? And when we used to teach golf, or when I used to have golf lessons, we never really used to practice as much of when the club shaft was parallel. What we used to do is we used to practice when your lead arm was parallel, and this used to be known as that L to L method. And it's a really good position to get back into. One of the reasons why is when you do pause in the takeaway position like this, it's very hard to hit a shot from here because there's not much leverage. You start practicing in this position, actually from here, you can drop your arms down on the back of the golf ball and actually produce good results. So the question is, what should you be feeling? Number one is you need to be feeling lift. So if I place my left foot on top of this tubing here, right hand only, see the way I'm really just lifting it into place. Okay, like so. So I practice this with my right hand. It's not a big turn, it's not a head move, it's not a sway, lift. And then I can let my left hand join that party, like so. And I think that's a really simple way, and obviously this is why this resistance tubing exists in the bay. I think it's a really simple way to just move the arm to the side of the body and then let your left hand join that party. And it just feels like you're lifting your arms up across the chest in that early backswing. Now, if you can also have a little bit of wrist hinge, whilst doing that kind of motion, as I'm sort of demonstrating here, then you're pretty much getting yourself into a position that I'm going to explain now, where bad shots become, you know, a little bit tricky to do. So if I grab another alignment stick and place this one underneath the club shaft, if I can get that sensation I just demonstrated with the resistance tubing of lifting the club up, if I can make sure the back of my right wrist is hinged so the club shaft points on the plane line, not doing something like this, then from here all I've got to do is just let my arm straighten down. Up, straighten down. And it's a very simple swing that can produce great results and actually give you a surprising amount of power. Now my last little point is, if we have a look at that swing from that face-on perspective when I was doing this drill, I'm not trying to do too much with the wrist. See the way I've got this nice bit of width here? It's the same as if I was going to lift that resistance tube. I don't do this. I just lift it up. And see, if I can keep that club head away from me, although for most of you it won't feel very powerful, I can actually really drop my arms down quicker because I've already got it in that place. It's a great drill. So when you practice in that position like so, try and make sure that you're not doing too much wrist cock. This will give you that nice flat left wrist position. And then you can go from there. I'll see you soon.